Hello everyone, hello, hope you're doing okay. Welcome to this week's special discussion topic of what's the best biscuit ever, basically, best cookie or whatever you want to say really. Yeah, so what do you prefer? What reasons for it as well? Is it for dunking in a nice warm drink, or is it for, I don't know, just enjoying on its own, or is it just because it's very exquisite and lovely? Yeah, so lovely to hear your opinions of what's the best ever. So let's get some music going as well. Let's just see if I can get that going. Hopefully I can, fingers crossed. Maybe I can, let's see. We'll click a button there, something might happen. There we go. So let me know if it's too loud. It might be too loud. Let me know if it is. Has one mess as always. Yes, but anyway, let me know if it's too loud. I can lower it in this and that. So let me know what you think. So I'm thinking of also, just while I'm thinking about it, just to do more interactive things. I'm thinking of kind of doing sort of super chat interaction. So basically, if someone super chats of a colour that's a certain level or higher, get like a dedicated video. Maybe I can ask for super thanks and stuff like that. And also perhaps request reviews as well. Now I do sort of put those towards sort of the some higher level memberships and things, but I was thinking I might just start including them for super chats and stuff like that as well, to try and encourage a bit more of those. So now when you think of that as well, should be an interesting one. I think could have some legs basically, could have some legs I reckon. So there we go. So anyway, as I say, let me know if the music's too loud. I can't hear it myself basically, because if I heard it myself then it'd be coming back through the mic and reverberating this anyway. So that's the gist of it. So hopefully it's fine. Maybe it's too loud, maybe it's okay. Alright, so the thing that let's have a look, let's see, let's go best ever biscuits, let's just check, yeah, okay, yes, let's see, so I think hopefully you can see this, yeah, Hobnobs, vintage Hobnobs, I think these are my favourite biscuits, I must say. So hello Andrew, how are you doing? For the first time in a long time, you're on live and I'm not on a plane or out and about, yeah. Yeah, where was you were last time, Andrew? Was it Austria? Did you say Austria? I think it was Austria, wasn't it? Did you have a nice time? And yeah, how was it? Good to see you back, by the way. You missed the last chat discussion topic, Andrew. I think it was, what was it now? Was it just best favourite chocolate bars? Oh no, favourite childhood faves it was. That's what it was. Yes, you missed that one, so maybe we'll might revisit them at some point, you never know. Good afternoon guys, hope you're well. Good to see you, Alan. Yes, I'm not doing too bad, thank you, Alan. Not doing too bad. I've done a few reviews already today. Hopefully I've been a bit rubbish this week. It's been such a long, busy week, I must say. No, really. Is the music alright, by the way, Andrew and Alan? Is it too loud? Is it okay? It might depend on the channel I do this, that and the other, basically, that I get the music from. So let me know if it's too loud. It could be fine. And what do you reckon to the idea of sort of like getting more super chat interactions, where hopefully maybe I can say, there's different levels of super chat, and obviously currency changes, but the colours remain the same. So I can say like certain colours, you can sort of have a review dedicated to yourself. So to say a quick hello at the start of the review. Maybe above a level, you can request a review and stuff like that. What do you reckon? Would that be a good idea? Good afternoon, Skywalker. Good to see you. How are you doing, Skywalker, today? Like the hair as always good style there. Always good style. Yes, and sorry, Alan, I think you've already mentioned that one. Yes, good to see you, Alan. No, great to see you. Terry's brought out their chocolate truffles again. We've got the crispy bits. There's a mint version too. Look like indoors. I went within Iceland, Andrew. I tried to look for them today, but I didn't see them. Basically, I believe they're in Iceland, but they weren't there when I went. So I don't know, I've not seen them with that. But keep an eye out. Mint ones as well, you say. Interesting, yeah. They are going on. There's the toffee one as well. I've got the toffee, got the caramel. I've got the toffee crunch one again. I think that was that last year, but I've got the caramel thingy bob as well, which I think was in a thingy last week as well. I've got it down there. Let's see if I can just grab it. I think you probably know about it, but so see if I can get it away through the stash. But it's difficult. Let's see. Here we go. Yes. Oh, I think this is the one. Caramel, there we go, yeah, caramel. It's in Iceland as well, but I got it in B&M, I think. It's a very obscure area of B&M. One of those, yes. Yeah, it was Austria. How was it, Andrew? How was the chocolate situation? Yes, good to see you. Hello there, Monkey. It's been a long time. Good to see you again. Yeah, good to see you again. How's things going? Good to see you. What's the chocolate situation like where you are? But yeah, so those you don't know, discussion topic today is what's your favourite biscuits or cookies, and for what reason as well. It could be, I was going to restrict it to, well, not restrict it, but I was going to sort of do it about best to dunk in a cup of tea and stuff like that. So obviously, I think it's a good for a dunk in a tea. That could be a reason. Could be different reasons. You could have a favourite biscuit for, I don't know, travelling. Favourite biscuit for tea dunking. Favourite biscuit for general usage. Whatever you fancy. But my favourite biscuit, I must say, is probably a Hobnob. I think I do love Hobnobs. That's the old. Is it the old style? Would you say it's the old style one? Let's have a look. I think if we open it a bit further. There you go. There's the new one there. I do like Hobnobs. I must say, really nice. Some people like custard creams. It's a controversial topic, I think, this one. Let's see if I can move it along a bit further. You can see there are chocolate ones as well. I think chocolate ones, they're my favourites. I do like chocolate Hobnobs. I think they're Probably my favourite biscuit of all time. I think. I mean, there are some ones that are, maybe a bit more extravagant. But I think chocolate hobnobs, definitely. I love chocolate hobnobs. Really nice biscuit. I must say, just perfect for dunking in tea. Perfect texture. The proportions are great. They're really nice. Yeah, they cover a lot of bases, hobnobs, I must say. They did the fully loaded ones as well. They didn't quite work. Well, they were more extravagant, but just basic, all covered in chocolate. But no, prefer the regular ones, I think. I saw some knockoff Lindors in Home Bargains this week for 89p for an 96 gram bag. That's not bad. From a brand called Enjoy Swiss. Ingredients seem decent, actually. 35% cocoa. No palm oil. Interesting. Knockoff Lindors. Did you Home Bargains? Well, I was in Home Bargains. Wasn't looking for them, so I might have missed them. Quite a few different flavours. I didn't see them. Keep an eye out for those, Andrew, but I wasn't looking for them, so I might have missed them. That's why Mrs. has done dinner earlier than usual. Got to leave, sadly. No worries, Skywalker. Well, hope you have a good one. Yes, and hope you enjoy whatever grub you've got going for you. Mrs. Brown's Speculoos version of chocolate coated custard creams. Let's have a look at this then. We're discounted you for a Speculoos version. That's an interesting one. Let's see, Speculoos chocolate covered. So we can see a picture of those. Maybe we can. What do you reckon? Is that them? Do you think? It's a TikTok picture there, and then outrageously chocolatey. They've got this. Yeah, some images there. I don't know if they're the right ones, but let's have a look. I'll just so I'm not randomly clicking other things. Let's see. Well, we've got. Well, I don't know if they actually. I don't think we've got the picture of the actual ones yet, Andrew. Let's have a see. So. Got something going along here. Let's have a look. Let's see. There we go. Make it bigger. Okay, so these ones, I think I have reviewed these, but I don't think I've ever published a review. I need to do it. I did it like about a year and a half ago, I think. So I need to. So it's one in the backlog, basically. So there we go. Yeah. So these Speculoos versions, well, should be pretty good. Should be pretty nice indeed. Indulgent, it's fair to say. I mean, what do we all think of custard creams? Custard creams. What do you reckon to those biscuits? I think usually are a favourite. We did. Remember, I was in the office once. Did a bit of a sort of a bit of a straw poll, or whatever you'd say. And some people, custard creams were their favourites. But I think Hobnobs seems to be the best. Yes, knockoff Lindors called Enjoy. Chocolate Icons by a brand called Enjoy Swiss. Okay, interesting. I'll have to. I'll keep an eye out. But I didn't see them today when I went in. But as I say, I wasn't looking for them. I just think Home Bargains. Yeah, they had a few angel hair stuffs going on, but there was nothing. So I don't know whether they've worked their way down yet. Love Speculoos biscuits. Put them plain without chocolate unless they're Leibkuchen. Yeah, Leibkuchen. Yeah. So what do you reckon? What do you reckon? What Biscoffs? Is Biscoff your favourite Skywalker Biscoff? Did you say that was a bit of a Speculoos biscuit? I think you'd say. Biscoff, see if we can get there. We go, the old Biscoff. Biscoff spreads there, of course, but I think for me, Biscoff spread. I'm not sure about that, but I think there we go, a bit of Biscoff there going on. I've got some Biscoff biscuits to do in the pack of Biscoff creams. I've got actually Skywalker. Yeah, I've got them to review. Custard creams, take them or leave them. Bourbons all over them all day long. Yeah, I must admit I'm a bit more of a Bourbon fan, I must say. Custard creams, they've grown on me a bit more as time's gone on, and Bourbons have fallen off a bit for me. But I still think there's something about Bourbons. I know what you mean. Just a Google see Bourbons. Just done some kind of AI nonsense here. That's what you're probably going to tell me about. Non-biscuit stuff. Bourbon biscuits. We've got a Tesco Bourbon cream there, of course. Not. I think it's usually. I mean, does anyone get a branded Bourbon? What do you think? There are branded ones, aren't there? I guess there's McVitie's Tasties are just a bit further along. You can't quite see it on there. Across a bit. McVitie's Tasties. I don't tend to see many advantages of getting any just get supermarkets' own ones. It seems to be all the same, don't they? They are very nice at Bourbon cream, though. I must say. There's orange ones as well, Alan, in what's it called at the moment? I thought the shop, Sainsbury's, doing their twist versions of them. I need to get them reviewed soon as well. But yeah, custard creams. What do you reckon to custard creams? Let's do a bit of a poll. Let's see. I'll get my old. I've got some memberships to gift as well, by the way. Let's have a look. Start a poll. Let's see. Custard creams. see. Stop on that, done some typos, hopefully not, but there we go, let's have a look. I hope it's going okay. Yeah, it's there you go, a bit of a poll going on there, a bit of a poll. Let's catch up on the chats. I went through a custard cream phase a year or two ago, but I found them dangerously easy to eat and dunked in tea, so addictive. I like the M&S ones, especially double filled. Yeah, I've got the double filled ones actually. Today I was going to do a comparison review. Why you won't see this, Andrew? Last week I had what's it called? I got some regular Bourbon creams, Bourbons and custard creams. I'm going to do a coated special. I think I've got like not an M&S coated one, but another company's one. Getting good bargains. I'm going to do a comparison for free, I think. So it's on the list as well. And I also want to compare custard creams with Oreo's golden ones. I think my king of the tin. I like that expression. King of the tin would probably be Cadbury Fingers. Cadbury Fingers. Yes, what do you reckon? Cadbury Fingers. Are we? I do. Let's see. What? Yeah, a bit of I don't know. It's like I do class them as biscuits, but I must admit I wouldn't have. Yeah, it's a difficult one. This one, isn't it? I guess the area. Well, what I'm trying to say is. When I think of biscuits, I think of things like ginger nuts and custard creams. But then, like you say, Cadbury Fingers and Foxes and all this, they're all, as I say, I keep classing them as like luxury biscuits. And what do you say, Cadbury Fingers are luxury biscuits? I don't know, probably not. Yeah, interesting. We just never. I guess when I was younger, all the biscuits were always like digestives, morning coffees, rich teas, Bourbon. If you're Bourbon, if you're lucky, and a custard cream otherwise. Yes. Specifically the Fabulous Fingers triple choc version. Yeah, triple choc. So what fab? Fingers, triple choc. So hopefully, let's have a see. So we've got some shenanigans going on there from Foxes. Speaking of which, so is this the Fabulous Fingers? Is this them? Can't quite tell. Might be, might not be. And here we go. I think I've got them a bit further down. Let's have a look. Image. Yeah, very interesting ones, those ones. I like them when they do something a bit different. I've always found for me, Fingers, the chocolate's just never quite strong enough, never quite strong enough. I don't know what it is, it's something always, I feel like I do like them, but I feel like the biscuit, the chocolate's never thick enough, it needs to be thicker. Something a bit, they're too much of a biscuit for me, Fingers, but I do like them all the same. I do like them, so. But yeah, jam and cream, happy face there, they are very nice, though, jam and cream. So Sainsbury's are doing their own, Asda are doing their own ones now, a few supermarkets do. I must admit, these are the ones that work for me over Jerry Dodgers, and this is very good. So you can find the actual image, the plastics. Happy faces as well, so. Yes, they're the M&S ones now. Resize this to make it a bit more. Lovely. Yeah, I do think they've just got it just right. I do think they've got it just right. Yeah, those faces are really nice. The happy faces, of course, are a bit further down actually. Same seems to pop up. I think they're the B&M ones, aren't they? BM's ones. I think so. A bit behind on the chat, so Biscuits are nice, Scouting. Prefer the ones like real Swedish or German ones. Usually I saw by Lamberts. Let's have a look there. So Lamberts, Lamberts, Biscuits, not really Speculoos. Lamberts Biscuits Speculoos. I don't know if I've had these before. Got the Cookies collection. So we can go down a bit. That's the one. Lamberts Butter Speculoos, that might be it. Is that it? That's it, Skywalker. Or is it having the tea? That might be it. Hold on. I've never had these Lamberts before. I've not had these before, I must say. Very nice. To do like biscuit selections as well. There's a few other things going on. Very interesting. Hobnobs are Polish biscuits and are my favourite for dunking in tea. It's usually really simple and lovely, says Monkey. You've definitely tried me, haven't? Right, let's see if I can get this. Out. So look, well, there's some seems to be some random ones in Tesco. Let's see if I can find. Try to see if I can find a decent example of them. Let's have a look. What's Tesco got there? Seems to be, I don't think these are the ones. It's like yeah, I can't find a decent image basically. It seems monkey. I'm trying to see. You get like another things like these sort of, looks like these baby petite bear biscuits. I think they are. I'm not sure. I don't know if those are the ones. Like small bear biscuits. It's got like a little bear appearing. I'm not sure if that's it. Sound interesting. I've not heard them before. White Cadbury fingers are the best, but the discontinued Bourneville ones. Yeah, I remember you saying about them. Yeah, white biscuits. White. I wonder if they'll keep doing it with white chocolate on it, or whether they'll change it to be just a white cream, whatever. But there you go. Cadbury white fingers. So probably not because Cadbury white, isn't it now? So fingers crossed. Yeah, white fingers. So those are your favourites. My favourite fingers. I don't know. I probably just like. I feel like I do just like the regular ones. I don't know. I'm not sure. It must be a bit boring, but there you go. Monkeys are in the agreement. Chocolate fingers are great too. Do you prefer the regular chocolate ones or the white chocolate ones? Yeah, what do you reckon? What do you think? M&S chocolate chip all butter cookies are good. Borders cheese biscuits, Viennese rolls. Sound very much like a sort of border selection, don't you really? Those Borders biscuits. M&S chocolate chip all butter cookies. Let's have a look, see if we find those. M&S all butter. See, is this the ones, these ones, these purple ones, Andrew? Maybe. Like they are, they do a few different ones, of course, but so let's see if we can get this one in. I'd have to extend the image a bit, probably a bit of image manipulation here. So that seems to be roughly blue. What else to do? Obviously I can move that other thing on the screen. I can't. Roughly it's a thing, I can't quite. Can't quite. Double chocolate chip. There we go. 8-pack. Yeah, is that the ones? Those ones, Andrew? They do look tasty. And don't you do like a half-coated one as well? Is that sort of very nice indeed. Oh, I used to love coconut crumble creams and lemon puffs. Lemon puffs, you know. Like, let's see. Let's have a look. Coconut crumble creams. Not an easy one. Let's see. I'll try just roaming around, see if I can find it. Let's have a look. I can find like something that looks a bit like a custard cream here. I don't know if that's it. Let's have a look. Not this La Vida vegan you're about to see, but let's see something a bit more on this side. These ones here, I think. Are those the ones that they probably look a bit too new, maybe. So maybe they're based on the old ones, these Hill Crisp biscuits. Very nice, don't you? Look a bit like custard creams there. I reckon those will look for lemon puffs as well in a second. Munchie Kids are smidged loud this end. It's got a bit loud. I felt like it was going to be a bit loud, you know. Let's turn it down a bit. I've turned it on quite dramatically there, but how do you reckon? Is that alright? Music is overpowering a speech. Okay, let's see. Yeah, thanks for letting me know. Maybe the song's a bit of a different level, you see. I've put it down a bit now anyway. Hopefully it's okay. It's difficult for me because I can't hear it, you see, and it's one of those where the balance is quite difficult. But let me know if that's alright. I've dramatically lowered it. So let's have a see. Hopefully it's okay. Yeah, they're similar to the bear ones in Tesco. But it's team Polish. I'm pretty sure they're made for dipping in tea. Interesting. Okay, yes. So the bear ones in Tesco. Okay, let's have a. Well, I'll try going back, Monkey. I'll try going back. Let's have a look. Let's see. I'll look for lemon puffs in a second. Biscuits. Let's have a look. Yeah, so I've got the. Let's have, I'm not sure if these are the ones, but hang on. Maybe this is a. I think I get the gist. Anyway, is it? Hang on. Here we go. I think we've got them. I think I've got them. Right, here we go. I forgot to look. Didn't realise you could see that image, but there. I think these are the ones. Are these the ones, Monkey? What do you reckon? These are probably the closest I can get to ones that don't look like they're not them, if you know what I mean. What do you think? The little bear biscuits, I assume, maybe. And there's some, yeah, I can't see the tea thing there, but yes. Hope it's okay. The M&S all butter chocolate chip cookies blow Maryland. Even Fox out of the water. Even Foxes. Absolutely the best chocolate chip cookies. That's not too bad. I did try those petite cookies from, I forgot what they're called now. Is it Lou? Is it Lou? I can't think now. Anyway, but I tried them. They were quite nice actually for just a regular cookie. I must say, it wasn't like, you know, it was no bells and whistles, but it was nice. I have to give them a go. I just look for yes, they're not a specific brand, just a general name like Bourbon. Ah, okay, I get you. Okay, interesting. Okay, interesting, Monkey. Yeah, thanks for that. I didn't realise that. I'm just trying to look back up at your previous comment just to see. Herbata. Ah, okay, I see. Interesting. Okay, yeah. So I get you now. I get you. I thought it was a brand. The herb, right? I get you now. Okay. Interesting. That's interesting. Right? That means tea. So yeah, so like a tea biscuit. They do pretty good. I think I've had them before as well, but not for a long time. I'll have to give them another go. I think. Another go. Right. Let's have a look for lemon puffs then. Lemon puff. I feel like I've had these before. You know. Lemon puffs. Let's have a see. Yeah, I've definitely seen these before somewhere. Not recently. Oh, look, I got a bit small there. Let me find the. Not sure you probably get the gist of it anyway, but let's have a see. Might be a bit too small. Jacob's lemon puffs. There we go. So I think there's quite a few. I've got Bourbons a bit further up as well. I don't know where the Jacob ones are. Maybe if I go a bit this way, quite a few different ones. Swiveling all over the screen. Yeah, there we go. Oh, hang on. That's not the one. Always if I click on the wrong thing sometimes, I'm moving wrong. There we go. Lemon. And plus, there's quite a few different ones here, and of course, those ones there. Yeah, very interesting. Yes. Lemon puff biscuits. I think I've had those before. I'm sure I have. Yeah, I'm sure I have. Garibaldi was a childhood favourite. Yeah, Garibaldi biscuits. Yes, I didn't used to like those because again they had I also call them Garibaldi as well. It's Garibaldi, isn't it? It is Garibaldi. Yes. Okay. Let's have a look. It's Garibaldi. Okay. Yeah. I recall the got a bit of blurb going on there. I'm trying to find the. On images, that doesn't help, does it? Now the ones I'm used to are kind of you see a lot of these where they're like rectangular and lots of crazy stuff going on, but these are not the biscuits I'm used to. Let's see if we can find a decent example. Like these sort of things like here, where I think these are all homemade ones, but you know, yeah, I don't glass those. I glass the sort of McVitie style ones, the round ones with little raisins in, the sultans, whatever. You know, I don't really class these as Garibaldis from what I knew. I don't know if you're the same, Alan. Yeah, but like for instance, you know, I can't think. Like even like Tesco, you look at Tesco's sort of Garibaldis here. They're kind of like rectangular. But I always think of the round ones from McVitie's, whoever it is who makes them. They're the ones I always think of a Garibaldi biscuit. What about you, Alan? What do you reckon? Lemon puffs are usually under the Bourbons brand, which I think may be Irish. Ah, okay, interesting. Yes, I feel lemon puffs. Yeah, when did I last have them? I can't. I feel like I've had them recently, as in, you know, well, past 5 years or something. But I can't remember them at all. I honestly can't. I don't think I had them when I was younger anyway. Very interesting one, that one. Very interesting one. Yeah. So what do we all reckon to these, you know, sort of more like Fox's, like these half-coated biscuits? You know, you see these ones going along as well, like Fox's half-coated cookies. What do we think? All these kind of things going on. There's quite a few of them. I think I did a review of them, but I'm not sure I ever published it. So, but these half-coated ones. What do you reckon to these ones? You know, interesting ones, these ones, I think. What would you class as your sort of old classics? So for me, I don't know, when I was younger, like the biscuits you always had was all like your sort of grandma biscuits, you know, so you had like morning coffees, rich tea, digestives will probably look, if you're really lucky, you'd have, as I say, a Bourbon or a chocolate digestive, but you'd never normally have them, you know. McVitie's fruit shortcakes were a favourite too. My version of Garibaldi's came in a rectangular strip where you tore one of the biscuits one by one. Ah, okay, interesting. Yeah, I never. I always had them. I always saw the ones that like McVitie's, well, that were like round ones. I think they were McVitie's. Let's have a look. McVitie's. That's how you spell it. But well, I don't know what they were. Which were the ones I saw then? I can't find the image of them. But they're like the sort of round ones, basically. I don't know who made them. Maybe it wasn't McVitie's, I don't know. But the ones I used to have were like round ones, and they had like little. Or maybe there was something else. I'm not sure. Maybe they weren't Garibaldi's. They were just always called them. Rectangular strip. Interesting. Yeah. So they sound like authentic ones anyway. Definitely for sure. British fruit shortcakes. Yes. Let's have a look at those. These might be the ones I'm thinking of, Alan. Yeah, I think I always called these Garibaldi's, and I don't think they were. I think it's must because my mum or my grandma or someone called these Garibaldi biscuits, and you obviously aren't. But I think these are the ones I was thinking of. Yeah, I thought these were Garibaldi biscuits, and I still did until you just mentioned it now. Although I think recently I did sort of wonder, hang on a sec, why are they not called Garibaldi's? M&S half-coated chocolate cookie chips are the best. I find Fox's cookies are good, but they have a coconut taste I'm not massively fond of. Lots of supermarket brands cookies too. Interesting, interesting. So it just showed us. I remember not long ago you were wondering whether Foxes make the M&S biscuits, but it goes to show they probably don't then. If you notice this difference, but they are very similar, aren't they? Half-coated. Let's have a look. Got the cookie dunker there. I think I've reviewed that again, but not published it yet. I need to get that out. Hang on. Okay, so see. I can do it. How's the music now, by the way? I might keep it this level next time. It's always a bit hard to tell because, one of those. I hope you're liking music, by the way. Do you think it's a good addition, or are you getting sick of it now? Maybe. Alright, hang on. We've got the M&S milk chocolate oat crunch. I can't see any half-coated biscuits, I don't think. Have I done it right? M&S half-coated biscuits. Cookies. Let's see if I see that. Got like these ones sort of going on, but I can't see any half-coated ones. This is not from the search anyway. Interesting, but I'm sure they do them though. I'm sure they do them. I can't find them off the search engine, but they do sound very nice. Has to be said, do sound really nice. Yeah, honestly. How's the poll going at the moment as well? An interesting one. So Custard Creams are winning. Could you believe that, Alan? Custard Creams are beating Bourbons. Quite by quite a lot in the poll at the moment as well. Goodness me. Just goes to show. But Custard Creams are a popular biscuit, and I was surprised by how many people think they're their favourite biscuits. Even I thought there was no contest. I didn't think Custard Creams would be anywhere near, but a lot of people do seem to like Custard Creams. I'm quite surprised by it. Yeah. So anyone remember things like morning coffee biscuits? Do they still get those? Morning coffee. Can you still get? I'm sure I've seen them in Morrison's, I think. But the most bland biscuits ever. They're just terrible biscuits. They're probably, Rich Tea ones have gone quite bad. They weren't great, but they've gone terrible when they reduced the sugar in them because they just have no taste. But morning coffee biscuits, I don't know, they're just not a great biscuit at all. They're really the most bland biscuits. They just really are. There you go. They're like these little square things. They're just the more bland than digestives. They've just got no real taste. I guess they were made for dunking, but I don't know. Yes. Most cookies, including Foxes, have desiccated coconut in to pad them out. M&S cookies are the only ones that don't seem to have it. And yeah, you do sometimes get a coconut taste in some things, don't you? I must say. So maybe I've half noticed that. I'll have to keep my eye out. Viennese biscuits are definitely one of my favourite. Viennese biscuits. It's like Viennese World. Viennese biscuits. Probably not spelled it right, but. So which ones? Like that kind of one? Or would you like them where? What do you reckon, Monkey? Or would you like it when they're like that? Sort of a bit more where you've got loads of filling. What's your favourite flavour? Or there's even, goodness me, you could go. The sky's the limit, I think. Look at these ones below. Like this, like they've got the thing, and then the half dunked in chocolate. I don't know if anyone watches Great British Bake Off, but they had this week some hobnobs in there, and they looked absolutely fantastic. And we've got some more over here as well. Just apologies for obscuring my face. But look at all these. And then there's just these regular ones here at the top there, that are just with nothing in them. Yeah, goodness me. Yeah, a versatile biscuit, I think you say, Viennese World. What do you reckon to the Mr. Kipling ones, Monkey? What do you reckon to those? I always find that because they're a bit like these bottom ones that you can see at the moment where they've got like a sort of filling. But I always find there's not enough filling in them. Basically, good housekeeping there, Viennese biscuits. Custard creams just have something about them, especially when dipped in a hot drink. Yeah, maybe they just work quite well. Yeah, I remember one of my friends was really into them. One of my works I was, really like them. Yes, the worlds. Yes, yeah. These ones here, Monkey. What do you reckon? Yeah. Let's see. Can't go wrong with them. I think. Pink Panthers. Yes, Pink Panther. There's like the pink wafers. Pink biscuits. Let's have a look. Pink wafers. Yes, the old pink wafers. They're What are those other ones? Pinks and creams or something? Is that something else that's done? Yeah, these are funny ones, aren't they? These Pink Panther biscuits, like these are wafer. Yeah. But they do seem to very strange. Yeah, strange one. Those ones, strange. And party rings as well. I did review party rings. I've still got it to publish all these reviews. Party rings as well. I did a party ring special. I think they did like a chocolate one as well. They go party rings. They are classic party rings, aren't they? I must say. They do. There's something about them. They just work, don't they? They do just work. You know, they really do. But yeah, party rings. Something about those that's very nice. Yeah, they do just work. The monkey thinks the same as well. Yeah, monkey thinks the same. Are they specially selected quadruple chocolate cookies? Goodness me. Chocolate cookie with chocolate chips dipped in chocolate. They're very good. Second place on M&S cookies for me. Let's have a look. How are they specially selected? What's it? Quadruple. It makes me laugh. It's a bit like Gillette razors and Wilkins and sort of where they kept adding more and more blades to it. You know, it's a bit like with a chocolate, quadruple chocolate, quintuple. I've lost it now. Quadruple chocolate. Let's see if we can find an image of them. I think that's them. It's pretty much spot on there. Look at that. That them there. Oh, butter cookies. Look at that. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? I mean, really, usually triple chocolate look like that, and there's this quadruple. I guess they're half dunked. I can't quite tell, but they do look very nice indeed. Yes, the big of Hobnobs look amazing at Carolyn, and recipes online. But yeah, I'm gonna have to probably make those, Alan. They looked amazing, didn't they? They looked really nice, I must say. Yeah, wow. I might have to try making those. I'm sure it's really straightforward as well. Once you know, if you have the recipe, usually the problem with what makes bake-off difficult is if you don't have the recipe, it's quite difficult. You don't know what you're doing. But if you have the recipe, you know what they should look like, and this and the other. It's not usually they're not too bad. Yes, M&S have recently brought out extra cream cookies and cream biscuits, which are basically their copies of double stuffed Oreos. The chocolate coated speculoos creams look very good indeed. Yeah, but extra cream cookies and extra cream biscuits. So they kind of do their own Oreos then, do they? Let's see if I can find them and Oreos. Let's see if I can find cookies and cream. We can just show that. This kind of thing, yeah. So I do. Yes, I do like Oreos. I must say, I do like seeing the M&S logo on there as well. I do quite like Oreos as a biscuit. I must say, I know they weren't something I had when I was younger. I think there was one kind of an Oreo biscuit that wasn't Oreo in like a family circle selection or something like that. It was. I think I mentioned this before, but it was a chocolate cream rather than a sort of like a white cream, whatever that is. And they were always my favourite. They were always my favourite in that thing. You only got like 2 of them in the whole box, So I usually used to eat those ones. Love them. And that was before. I'm sure Oreos weren't around in the UK at the time then. Or I never heard of them anyway. I used to love the jam and custard Jammy Dodgers they did years ago. Yeah, yes, they've just, I don't know, yeah. Let's see, what's it called there? Jam and custard. What's it called? What's it called now? Jammy Dodgers. Not spelling them correctly, but yes. Yeah, I like the idea of these ones. Jammy Dodgers for me are just always, they never quite work because it's never too much biscuit fulfilling, but I'm glad they keep doing all these different flavours, I must say. I kind of just wish they were a bit more like the jam and creams Alan mentioned before. I feel like they get the proportions just right. But there we go, yeah, because it does look very nice. I like the double layer of that, I think the double thing. Do you prefer hard or soft cookies? Well, I think cookies. I like the soft ones the best. I like soft cookies. I don't know what it is. There's something really nice about them. Like Alan's the same. Soft cookies win for me. Yeah, honestly, yes. Maybe we'll do another. Let's finish this poll then about this one. So I think we got the answer with custard creams, custard crams. I put. Goodness me, so apologies for that. Yeah. Oh dear. But yeah, I think yeah, custard creams won that one. But yeah, I think for me, soft cookies. I like a biscuit like a hobnob or what, those ones. I like them to be hard, hard biscuits. But when it's a cookie, a round one with chocolate chips, I don't mind the like the half cooked ones, the ones like Andrew's mentioned before. But if you just a regular cookie, there's something about the soft ones that's really nice. Let's have a see. Starter poll. Soft or let's see. That's going to sound a bit dodgy, but well, nothing we could do. Put in your own innuendo. All right. Okay, so we're going to give some memberships now as well, by the way. Got some time to do it. So let's have a see. All right, let's have a look. Let's have a see. So going to give some memberships. Well, you know the drill by now. You've got to opt in. You've got to click on the membership button down here somewhere. It'll say there's an options button. It says memberships gifting. You've got to do a toggle button to allow it. Stuff like this. I think I mentioned it most times. So I'll give you a couple of seconds just to do that. I'll just read Andrew's message here. I got some Cadbury Roses recently, and they've changed the wrappers to non-shiny ones, a bit like Quality Street, is it? Still plastic, but more matte. No, still plastic then, but more matte. Half the bag were old shiny wrappers, and half of the new matte ones. Yeah, I had that with Quality Street when they half changed. I had half and half. Interesting, isn't it, when they don't go all out? You know, really is. All right, let's give some memberships. Let's see. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see who wins one this time. Hopefully some nice surprises for someone. Fingers crossed. Let's see. I'll try and see what we've got. Stephen R. Mundella as well. Mundella's not been alright. He used to come and say, all right, call in the lives. Ella as well. Good to see you, El. FWC figures and swim football. Great, good to see you all. Stephen R as well. I think Stephen's in the chat sometimes, or at least maybe in the comments. Mundella has been before. Good to see you, Mundella, if you're around. And Elle as well, of course. FWC and Swim. Great to see you all. I think Swim has been in the past when, I think was it Forest Green Rovers, I think he was a fan of. I think it was. So, interesting. Yeah. Well done, well done. Still no Coffee Cream Brazilian Darkness. Yeah, they should at least have Bourneville should be in, well, probably in the hero selection, but you know, yeah, if they've got dairy milk in thingy, they should have at least a dark chocolate one. And they've changed the shape of the country fudge one, so now it's domed and ridged on top. It looks like a scaled down Cadbury fudge bar. Alright, because it used to be country fudge, yeah. It was always long and thin, but now it actually looks like a Cadbury fudge. But they're probably just going to gradually replace it with fudge, aren't they? I did put them side by side once, and they weren't the same, but I bet they will be soon. You know, it's because I actually don't mind the fudge one there. But yeah, you know, I think I prefer the one in the Quality Street, I think. Ernest brought out a big tin of their big mixed chocks this year. Oh yes, I've heard someone saying that. Yeah, I did review them. They're not too bad. I think I had like a random different kind of chocolate in mind when I reviewed them. They're in an actual tin of shiny wrappers still, the same flavours though. I thought they weren't too bad, those. I thought they weren't too bad. I don't know if I prefer them than Quality Street or anything like that, but I thought they weren't too bad. Yeah, I thought they weren't too bad. Yeah, so other biscuit favourites. I don't know what. Yeah, what's in a way? I'm trying to think now. What's I can't think what other ones I liked when I was younger. Really, what did we see? I guess Hobnobs. Yes, yeah. Blah 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 blah. There was always like the basic ones, wasn't like nice biscuits. You know, nice biscuits. Do we say nice or nice? What do you reckon? Nice or nice? What do we think? They're the top type of one. You get these in like your family circle biscuits, don't you? We'll put family circle on in a second, actually. Nice biscuits, you know, we've all seen them, haven't we? All know what nice biscuits are. Nice biscuits, these kind of affairs, very standard ones. Have these got like a coconut, desiccated coconut on top of them, Andrew? I think they have, haven't they? Interesting one, yeah. I don't know. We always get those ones. I mean, family. Let's talk about family circle biscuits, yeah. What do you reckon to all these family? They're just ones you all. I don't know who buys these, but you know, we always. It's around Christmas. I used to have them at Christmas time. We've got almost bland biscuits in them, but they're not bad or anything. But they're just not really that, you know, that exciting. You know, there we go, family circle. But I'm sure they used to have like an Oreo one in them when I was younger. You know, back in the 80s. I think it was them anyway. But there you go, family circle. So you got like the smiley ones there. They're not bad. The cookie one, and Nice biscuits. You got like a sort of knockoff Viennese one, chocolate digestive, custard cream, Bourbon. Very sort of you've got your basics here, your basic biscuits. You know, and then if you're lucky, you'll manage to get one of the chocolate ones before they all go, and then you'll be left with the Nice biscuits. Penguin biscuits, yeah, penguin. Well, this is it. Where do you draw the line then? Where do we start going into? What would you say? Biscuit bars. What do you reckon? I kind of class penguins as biscuit bars. What do you think? This is where so you got like, penguins clubs. You know, Rocky bars. I don't know. I always class them as slightly more something else, a different genre of biscuits. What do you reckon? Do you guys do the same? Gypsy Creams! I've heard of those. Gypsy Creams sounds like a good name for a band, doesn't it? That, but Gypsy Creams. Let's have a look. See if I can find them. If I spelled it wrong. I feel like I've heard of them, but oh, look at that. That was a good. There we go. What do you reckon, Alan? Is that what you got, Alan? Got Romany creams as well. Irving's Gypsy Creams a bit further along. Let's see. I think if I move this slightly to the right. You'll see Irving's Gypsy Creams. And below this is actually quite a nice, there's a double one with, remind me a bit of the Fox's Oaties or Oat Biscuits or Oat Creams, whatever they're called, Alan. You can see here, this on the left there, these chocolate ones there. What do you reckon to that? These ones here. These look to be home-baked ones, but nonetheless I think very nice. I haven't had Family Circle biscuits for years. I always liked them, the smiley face ones. Well, the smiley face ones weren't there when I was a kid. They always had, I think it was just Jammy Dodgers or like a knockoff Jammy Dodger, I think. I always liked the smiley face ones as a kid. They feel quite basic now though. They used to be made by Crawford's, but now rebranded by McVitie's. I feel like they were really Jacobs when I was younger, or was it maybe it was Crawford's? I feel like it was. I feel like it was Jacobs when I was younger, but I could be completely wrong there. Yeah, I think penguins are similar categories to Twix and Kit Kats. Yeah, I think you're right there, Monkey. They are kind of, aren't they? This is it. I kind of call them like a biscuit bar, basically, where I kind of feel like you say, like you can get Twixes like that, can't you? You can get like your lunchbox Twixes and stuff like that, the small ones. But I kind of, I feel like the like penguins clubs, they have lots, because they have so much biscuit in them. I feel like they are, like you say, like more of a biscuit. But there's something that's different between those and like a chocolate digestive, isn't there? There's something a bit more Twix-like about them, like you say. Yeah, so I kind of classify them as like a biscuit bar. I see cookies. Yes, yeah, all right. Soft, yeah. So soft cookies win again. It's like the same thing again. There, 4-1, or 3-1 on the old when it's 3/4 in the soft cookies. Interesting. Must admit, something quite nice about soft cookies. I wonder if in the US, you just all biscuits are cookies, aren't they? But in the UK, a cookie is a kind of biscuit. It's let's say that sort of circular one with chocolate chips in generally. Family Circle used to have the jam and cream sandwich and the smiley face biscuits, which are basically the same. Now it's have the sandwich creams. They also made the knockoff Oreo one. Yeah, I used to love that knockoff Oreo one. Yeah, I'm sure it was Family Circle anyway. I don't remember it being anything else. But yeah, it's not been in it for years, unfortunately. Yeah. And I think when I was younger, it was like just a knockoff Jammy Dodger in there, or jam and cream, whatever. Yeah, which used to be one I used to quite like. But I think I always used to want, I was never happy with, like, when you're younger, I was never happy with just plain sort of biscuits, like Nice biscuits, Garibaldi's isn't like because of the sultans or raisins or whatever, or what, that kind of biscuit anyway, the shortcake fruit one or whatever. Yeah, an interesting one. I just checked and found the original brand is Peak Friends and then Crawford's and McVitie's. I can't remember then. Maybe it was McVitie's when I was younger. Maybe it was. I can't really recall. Yeah, I don't really know. Yeah, I just remember it being Family Circle really. It's one of those. Yes, but Jacobs sort of came to mind, but I don't know. I can't recall at all. It's such a long time. Could be thinking of the cracker selection that we got at the same time. Always had like a cracker selection as well at Christmas. I used to do like the butter puffs as well. I used to get those butter puff crackers. Remember those? I've just checked out Family Circle original brand as Peak Freehands. Yeah, I don't remember that. That doesn't ring any bells anyway. Could have been those. Could have been Crawford's. Let's say Crawford's Family Circle. Let's have a look. Family Circle. Let's have a see. Oh, I can only see. I can see Crawford's there. Yeah, maybe. Oh, hang on, what's this? Look at this image down here. There's one bit further down. See if I can get to this one. I've got to navigate the jig. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's a bit further up. It's a big one here. Right, so we'll see. This looks like it might be the one. I think that one in the top left. Yeah, might be the Oreo one I'm thinking of. This was probably how I had them. I don't remember the smiley face one though in the very top left. But that sort of, you can see there's like, I don't think that Oreo one's right though, because I say it didn't have a white cream in it. So I think this is still a later one, but it's not a million miles away from the one I had when I was younger. But the Oreo, as I say, didn't have it had a chocolate cream in it. It was not a cream like that. But it's getting close. It's getting close, that one. Getting close. Yeah. Family Circle. So yeah, maybe it was Crawford's when I was younger then. Maybe it was. I'll just see if I can roughly find an example. Yeah, I'm not sure. It could have still had the... I just don't remember the smiley face one at all. I don't think that was a thing when I was younger, that smiley face biscuit. It could have been, but I feel like I would remember that. There could have been like an equivalent just without the smiley face in it. But yeah, I don't know. I can't see... can't see an example. Interesting, but yeah, interesting. Seems to do a knockoff Family Circle. $2.95 a 400 gram pack compared to the £4 for 400 grams pack of Family Circle. It's fun, isn't it? I wouldn't really account. I would have said like Family Circle biscuits were budget themselves. It's funny that there's a budget pack of biscuits for the Family Circle. Because Sainsbury's sweet biscuit assortment. Yeah, well, I'll definitely go for that all day. I can't see you be losing out on anything if you go for the Sainsbury's one. The Sainsbury's Family Circle knockoffs had some interesting flavours. Dark vanilla creams, golden sunny creams, so they even do a different type. Fudge brownie cream, fruit shortcake and dark chocolate digestives, and the typical ones too. That's interesting then, that they do something a bit different. Yeah. What's your opinion on shortbreads? Because I love them. Says Monkey. Yeah, shortbread. I do like shortbread biscuits. I like the ones where they're quite buttery. You know, I like the ones where they're like that. Some of them, you know, they've got to be a decent shortbread, I think. What do you reckon to the... Do you mean like those Scottish shortbread biscuits? Shortbread. So let's see if I can find a typical image. Like this, yeah, here we go. Let's have a look if I can find these ones here. See if I can. This sort of thing. Is this when you think of shortbread? Is that what you think of, Monkey? These like fingers like that. I know there's a few other times. Whenever I think of shortbread, though, I feel like I think of these sort of long, thin ones like that. I like them if they're quite buttery. They've got to be quite, I wouldn't say moist, but they've got to be quite short, but also quite, you've really got to be buttery, you know what I mean? Oh, there, hello Skywalker, good to see you back. Yeah, Family Circle, such a plain selection box. Yes, I know. They are quite plain, aren't they? I don't know. It's weird that, as I say, when Andrew was mentioning about the budget, you know, the budget one that Tesco do or Sainsbury's do, but it's a lot better from what Andrew was saying. Yeah, these are ones. Yeah, what do you all reckon? Do you like them to be dunked in chocolates? You know, like have a half-covered chocolate on them, Monkey, or do you prefer them just to be like that? Maybe with some sugar on top as well. I quite like if they've got like a sugar dusting on it, for me as well. It's always in everyone's homes at Crimbo. There's something about it, isn't it? How do these things end up at Family Circle? I don't get it. You know, it's it's weird, isn't it? You know, yeah. But they do right. They do. M&S all butter shortbread is the best. Especially with added choc chunks. Let's have a look at this. Maybe try these ones out, Monkey, then. M&S all butter shortbread. I must say, M&S do seem to have quite a lot of votes for them, don't they, with all the biscuits. Choc chunks. Let's have a look, see if I can... Are they actually cookie shaped, Alan? Is this the one here? Let's have a see. Let's have a look, see if we can do some kind of wizardry to make it... There we go. There we are. These are the ones, Alan, you're thinking of? These sort of ones with the stag on? Can't quite get a... There we go. This is the one. 4 chocolate chunk rounds. And they're very good, you say. These are the ones. These are the ones. And you're from Scotland as well, aren't you? So qualified to know. I don't know if I've had those before. I don't buy a lot of sugar. I do like it, but I don't tend to buy it because it's quite calorific and I don't know. It's one of those where I eat where someone else has bought it, basically. I like dark chocolate chip shortbread. Chocolate chip shortbread. Interesting. Do you do one of those in M&S? You'd think they would do. I think these are just regular chocolate chips. Yes, and there's a Scottish one as well. These are all butter Scottish shortbread. There's possibly another image here. Let's see. There you go. There's that one there as well. They look very traditional there. Now I think plain is better than with chocolate for these. I feel like chocolate would overpower the shortbread taste, but I don't think I've tried the dunk chocolate, so I don't know. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I know what you mean. I feel like shortbreads, I do quite like them with a bit of chocolate. Usually it's like you usually still more shortbread than anything else. So you're right. There is a balance there, and I feel like they don't quite go too far with it. But I can still see what you mean. If you're if you just like the actual biscuit, it might be too much even then. But they do a reasonable job of keeping it. Not too ridiculous, you know. They do a reasonable job. Also, the bakery counter are lovely too. Yeah, so that's another thing, isn't it, with M&S? They've also got the bakery stuff with all the freshly made stuff as well. Goodness me, I always walk past there, and I love bread. You know, I love it. And it's always very difficult because obviously bread is very high in calories, and I eat the whole loaf and stuff like that. So, yeah, it can be a bit of a difficult one. But yeah, M&S, good job, M&S. It's just frustrating that sometimes a lot of things are out of stock. You know, you go there and if you want something quite specific, sometimes, as in, you know, something that's new out or something like that. Like that pistachio Big Daddy bar. It was out of stock for ages, you know, and stuff like that. They are a bit of a pain. But just noticed a bit further down on this, just see if I can show you. They must have got like a shortbread selection, it seems here. This one here, so this one with the stag here looks like they've got even more. Biscuits here, look at that. So even more. So there you go. So you got like the thin ones, the cookie ones, the triangles, wedged ones, all sorts going on there. Goodness me. So that's the selection to get maybe if you want the few different types. This should be what's the best bread ever. Yeah. Oh dear me, goodness me. I mean, he was tempted, you know, just generally, you know, things like that. But obviously, whether people enjoy breads as much as I do, I don't know. Platted cob. There you go, tiger bread. I've had those M&S blue ones, chocolate chip shortbreads. Usually have dark chocolate chips. I've only ever seen 1 or 2 brands that do it with milk chocolate. Oh, is it usually dark chocolate chip then? Is it? Must admit, I've never really. I don't normally have the chocolate chip shortbreads. Actually, I must say I don't normally have them. So, ones I've usually had have just been regular ones. Maybe ones with a bit of a dunk, a bit of a chocolate covering on one bit. Hello, Joe. Good to see you, Joe. Good to see you. Glad you could make it. Yes, great everyone. Hope you're having a great late summer. It's tipping it down with rain, Joe. It's been it's really gone autumnal here. It's been raining like mad. Yes, delicious artisan bakery is so much, isn't it? It really is. And I love making my own bread as well, but I don't make it often because it's just you know, it's dangerous. But but yeah, I do love it. I make my own Mediterranean bread and stuff like that. You know, with it's so nice when it's fresh out of the oven. It's just warm still, and if you put butter on it, it just melts. It's beautiful. There's nothing, yeah, lovely. And it's when it's got a nice crusty crust as well, and oh yeah, it's beautiful. Lovely bread. I do like it. Yeah, I'd make more myself really, and it takes a while to make as well. That's the only other thing. You have to wait, like sometimes you have to let it rise for a day or something like that. It can be quite a long time. But you can just make naan bread, of course, or you know, leaven bread or whatever it's called. Can be quite tasty as well. Can be quite tasty. Yeah, honestly. Oh dear. What's the biscuit cookie situation where you are, Joe? Any biscuits or cookies you always liked or do like still? I know peanut butter is your thing, but yeah, there we go. Yeah. But goodness me. Just noticed a bit further down as well. Let's do this. See if we can move. There it is. There, that one there. This chocolate dunk cookie, or chunk cookie. Looks very nice. Isn't it? Look at that. A few different types, maybe only 3 different types there, but they look very nice, like a white chocolate chip one, and a regular cookie, a triple chocolate one, by looks of it, and a regular milk, regular chocolate cookie. That's very nice. I'd say to Sainsbury's sweet biscuits assortment now. Bread-wise, Morrison's do a lovely salted. I do love the salted pepper bread. I was getting that for ages, and getting some honey and spreading honey on it. That was nice. And a fresh bakery section, love the salt and pepper crust. Yeah, I always used to get those a lot. I've stopped myself getting them now. I do like them. Let's have a look at the Sainsbury's sweet biscuits. We didn't look at it, did we? Is this the one here? Looks like it might be. I've highlighted it. I've made it a bit bigger, so I'll see if we can find it. If we move along a bit. I think that's it actually. Here we go. Is this the one, Andrew? Sweet biscuit assortment. Does look pretty tasty. It looks like it must have top off. Yeah. Is that the one, Andrew? Is that the one? I feel like there's another one there, a sweet biscuit something with even more a bit further up. Maybe if I click on that one now. This one here. Is that, or maybe that's the one. Looks a bit older, that one though, but it does look to have more stuff in it. That's for sure. Yeah, most sugar dark chocolate chips, usually around 40 to 50%. That's not too bad though for me. I don't mind that. Dark chocolate, so it doesn't tend to overpower the biscuit. Yeah, I think that's a good dark chocolate percentage for me. Between 40 and 60 is what I like. Any higher than that, it's a bit. Maybe in chocolate chip form, it might not be so bad. But yeah. Then we've got Foxy's Favourites as well, haven't we? Foxy's Favourites, festive favourites there. It's not the one I clicked on though, but I did actually click on another one, but it's the image has changed to that one for some reason. I was picking on the regular, but it's the same. I think it's the same actually. There we go. They do a nice one as well. I've been away from cookies actually. One I like not affordable. All butter cookies are great. Yeah, we've had the shortbread ones. We've been mentioning those a few times, Joe. They are very nice indeed. Yeah, very nice. Now then, this chocolate chip cookie selection is the holy grail of cookies. Goodness me, the holy grail. With a cup of tea, I would demolish the whole pack in a day. Get them every Christmas. Yeah, the ones with the 3 different types. They do look very nice, actually. Yeah, goodness me. So is that like the ones you like, but in a whole set, Andrew? Is that the gist of it? Do you break your own bread too? I do, Joe. Not all the time, because it's just, I just eat it too much. I love it too much. But yeah, I've made my own loaves of these. I tried like a chocolate cake, chocolate bread as well, which is quite nice actually. But the chocolate didn't come through a massive amount, so it was probably a bit pointless really. But I did try making it, which is quite nice. Lovely buttery fruit Shrewsbury biscuits. Fruit Shrewsbury. Fruit Shrewsbury biscuits. So these are quite similar to Garibaldi. Well, what I would call Garibaldi is that, I guess, the fruit. Here we go, fruit Shrewsbury. So look at that. Yes, there we go. Butter biscuits. I found a good way of doing this actually now without having to move the picture. I can just click on it, can't I? There you go. Williams fruit Shrewsbury biscuits, butter biscuits. They do look quite nice. Take it's like raisins or something like that, is it, Alan? Quite a few different types there. Look at that. Not bad. Yeah, that's the one. The first one you showed, and this is the same as one I saw. It has milk and dark chocolate digestive. That's a good idea, but the front of the pack doesn't show the very screen. Okay, so it just shows the. Yeah, I thought I was going to say there didn't seem to be as many in there. But yeah, okay, interesting. Yeah. Oh dear. Off topic, I recently had really good food dark chocolate peanuts, and they were delicious. I had to stop myself from eating the whole packet. So see, real good food dark chocolate peanuts. I see. Where is that like? Is that sort of like a brand, real good food? You see, dark chocolate. Sounds quite interesting. Dark chocolate peanuts as well. I don't see them very often. Yeah, you see. I'll look at that in a second. I began to bake my own sourdough. Sometimes it's easy to eat too much. Yeah, it is bread. When you make your own bread and it's fresh out of the oven or wherever, it's just so lovely. It can be real difficult to stop. I must say, real difficult. Yeah. Custard creams are cheaper than I realised when I've checked online. Morrison's a 400-gram pack reduced to 60p. Use 70p. I have to buy some soon. That's not bad actually, is it really? I mean, it shows how much profit they're making on other biscuits normally. You know, especially when you have all the packs that make them look bigger, you know. Let's have a look. Real good food dark chocolate. See if we can find a real good food dark chocolates. So we can see those. I don't know. Yeah, maybe these are the ones. Yeah, dark chocolate peanuts. Yes, these are ones, Monkey. These look pretty good actually. Dark chocolate peanuts is an interesting one. As I say, you don't normally see dark chocolate peanuts for sure, do you? But they sound quite an interesting one. Quite nice to try those, I think. Yeah, Jow, yes, Jowsy, yeah. It's bread is a lovely thing, but it's so difficult to eat. As it's fresh out of the oven, it's lovely, it really is lovely. Oh dear, well, look at that, soft all day, the cookies, yes. Look at that. People, I must say, soft cookies, I do like them myself as well, I must say. Soft baked cookies, very nice indeed. But yeah, so there we go. Good pull that one, really, good pull that. Yeah, interesting, yes. Right, well there we go guys. That probably brings us to the end of this biscuit special. Been a good one really, chatting about the different biscuit types and what we've liked and things. There's been quite a lot of good ones, hasn't there really, I must say. Don't know what was the consensus was the best. I don't think we really had one, did we? We just had lots of different nice ones that we liked. I don't think I don't think there was one that stood out as being the best one. But obviously it seems like custard creams are the ones people prefer over Bourbons. That's one thing we did notice. Yeah, I think they tried to make the ingredients better than other companies, hence the name. Yeah, okay, yeah, and I did notice that it was saying it was like just being dark chocolate as well. This kind of you know, vegan or whatever. It's not the word I was looking for, vegan, but you know, basically, yeah, just suitable for most people. Anyway, so that's probably why they do it as well. Interesting one, yeah. Eminence and Aldi are going around merrily adding chocolate to all sorts of biscuits. I mean, yeah, that's true. It is an easy thing to do, isn't it? It is an easy thing to do. I've seen chocolate nice biscuits, malted milks, custom Bourbon creams. I did notice the malted milk ones. That seems to be one I've seen. Even I think even a couple other companies are doing it as well. I've also I think Sainsbury's as well in their sort of twisted range as well. They're doing this as well. Yeah, I mean it's a good idea really. I mean I think Oreo I noticed started years ago with their sort of like the in-robe ones. And I thought why don't they do this with all biscuits, you know? And then they've started gradually doing it, haven't they? But I do think it takes away from some of them actually. Sometimes you have to be careful what you wish for, don't you? You know. Nice one today, good fun. Oh, thank you, Alan. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's great to have you here, Alan. Glad you enjoyed it as well. It was a good one, wasn't it? So as I say, I'll try and do another one in a couple of weeks' time as well. Got a few ideas, but obviously, if you think of anything, leave a comment. Let me know. It's good to have some discussion points, that's for sure. It's a good fun. These videos, I must say, they are good. They are really good. Aldi doing chocolate coated caramelised biscuit digestive too. Goodness me, I've not been to Aldi for a few months now. I need to get back in, don't I? Chocolate coated caramelised biscuit digestives. Crikey. Well, caramelised biscuit digestives in and of themselves are a thing, aren't they? That's for sure. But then chocolate coated ones as well. So basically chocolate coated Biscoff. I mean, you can get some Biscoff ones that are sort of, don't know if they're chocolate coated, but they do various types, don't they? Maybe they do a chocolate coated one. I think they do actually, don't they? It's in a different shape, I think. I can't quite recall. But an interesting one, yeah. Interesting. Oh dear. Right, well, I guess, yeah, that's a good time to finish, I think. Yeah, we've done, so I'll say, some good chats, I think, today. Some good biscuit connoisseuring, I think you'd say, yeah. But it's been great to see you, Andrew. Great to see you, Alan, as well. Monkey, of course. Great to see you, Monkey. Really, it's good to see you. Great to see you. I'm glad you're still about. And Joe, of course. Yes, and who else? Someone was earlier on, wasn't there? I'm sure there was another person that was in on the chat a bit earlier on, but I can't. Oh, yes, Skywalker as well. Great to see you, Skywalker. Hope you enjoyed your tea. Whatever your other half prepared for you. Sounds so nice. And well done to Stephen R, Mundella, L as well, FWC, and Swim as well. Well done. Well, hope Forest Green are doing well for your swim. And yeah, and I think caught everyone. But anyone else who's watching as well, thank you very much. It's been very nice, and hope you enjoyed it. Thanks. Have a nice evening, Chocolo. Oh, thank you very much, Monkey. You too. You too. Let me know if you managed to have any nice biscuit action your end as well. And here's L. Good to see you, Al. Yes, good timing. Just at the end, but yes, you did. We gifted some memberships and you got one. So congratulations, hope you enjoy it. Get some sort of like basic access to reviews before everyone else, and potentially every month you'll get like a special exclusive video as well. So yeah, good to see you, Al. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Happy weekend, everyone. Oh, thank you very much, Alan. Thank you. Have a great weekend yourself. Have a peaceful rest of the day as well. Thanks, Joe. You too. And good to see you, Al. Hope you enjoy it. Yes, and good to see you on the channel as well. But yeah, you do. Yeah, basically I gift some about 10 a month, basically. And you've been lucky enough to get one this month, so hope you enjoy it. As I say, keep your eye out for exclusive reviews and stuff like that, and some perks as well. But yeah. A brand new yard is open near me. It's absolutely huge. Always very busy. Full of far too much food. Well, if you find anything decent, Andrew, do let me know. But I'm sure you'll be in there, and come out with quite a lot, that's for sure. Oh, alright, take care, everyone. Take care, Andrew. Take care, Al. Enjoy your membership. Take care, Joe and Alan. And Monkey as well. And Skywalker. And else I've missed as well. Hopefully I've not forgotten anyone. But take care, everyone. Have a great week. Thanks so much for the chat. It's been great to see you all. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.